To Soweto now, where residents have been promised the deployment of amaperete to restore order after a recent shooting incident. 15 people were shot and killed after masked men entered a tavern in the Nomzamo Park in Orlando East on Sunday. Police conducted stop and search seizures throughout last night, searching cars and individuals in the area. Let's go to our reporter Moloko Moloto, who is on the ground, and he joins us now for the latest. So Moloko, we did see that the amaperete were promised to actually be deployed to Soweto. I wonder if, any of the residents there say that this really happened and if it made a difference.
Hello, Masero. Yes, indeed, the police's tactical response team unit has arrived in this area of Soweto. But, of course, we saw them earlier when we were still at the police station. We have not been able, we tried to follow them. We even came here to Nomzamo hoping to see them. We really don't see them at this point in time. But of course, following last night's operations by the team that was led by the Joburg Metro Police Department, the people here are happy with the presence of the law enforcement officers. However, beyond the actual protection, the presence of the police and other law enforcement officers, the people, particularly those who either lost their loved ones or families, and specifically those who got injured, would need some form of assistance beyond the police presence. And this is why we are now here at a local community hall. Behind me, I'm sure you can tell that there is a church service that is underway, and this is organized by a federation of churches, which I'm told represents about 16,000 churches across the country, jointly with the provincial government, specifically the Department of Community Services. MEC Faith Mazibuko is part of this congregants, just to make an assessment in terms of the psychosocial needs and assistance which the bereaved families would require. But let me bring into this conversation Jan Pretoria, I beg pardon there. You are from Sakov. Exactly what is the purpose of today's event here?
Well, thank you very much. As you can see behind us, we have a service for the victims' families. As the pastors of the area, the fraternals in the area, we saw the need that there is healing that is needed in the community. And the pastors and the fraternals in the area came together and organized a victims' family support service that you can see is going on, and invited many of the stakeholders, Department of Social Development, as you said, MEC Faith Masibuko is here, Safety and Security. The ward councillors, the political parties are also here to support the families, and it is in their need that we are here, just to give them the support that they need and praying together with them, supporting their needs. We're also doing, through Matlasedi Foundation, we're doing food parcels to the families, just a small token. And just like the rest of South Africa, the faith-based fraternals and organizations were completely devastated by this news of the slaughter of these innocent people, and that's why we are here. Difficult, already meeting with some of the families. You can see the pain, you're experiencing the pain. In one family, 3 members killed, and we are extremely bereaved with them and praying with them as the pastors and the faith-based organizations in the area.
And it's a good thing that when people are, in this difficult situation, the church is coming in to play its role. But beyond that, ordinarily, what should be the role of the church in the society? And can you really say that you are happy with what the church is doing, even when we're not dealing with situations such as this?
You are completely right. The church plays a tremendous role, not only in areas like having a service after something has happened, but as a church, we have the greatest amount of members in the country, and we should play a part in crime fighting. I would say in actual crime fighting on the grounds, the intelligence that the church has in the community, giving information. The partnership between the police and the churches should be tight so that we can fight crime together.
Yeah, and do you really think that perhaps with the partnerships that are there in an effort to fight crime, that we are really making any progress in our country?
I would say that Minister Tele and also the Civilian Secretariat and the structures in the police have made a conscious effort to involve the partners. I would love to see the partners being more involved in the active crime fighting, as I said, partnering up and having regular meetings with social crime heads across South Africa, so that the church can be actively involved in the faith-based organizations can be actively involved in these initiatives. There's a place in the workforce where the South African police can only go this far. And there's also a place where the church can only go this far, and that's why we need to take hands. And I think it's time where we stop blaming one another, and we should take hands together, and we should overcome this evil, because evil does not know denomination, evil does not know race, evil does not know language. We need to fight evil together as South Africans.
A final question. We always hear authorities, police in the main, calling on community members to assist in the effort to fight crime. Specifically, somebody listening to say, what am I expected to do as an ordinary person in an effort not only when you or the police are looking for the perpetrators, but just to prevent crime from happening? What specific roles do we think communities should be playing?
With SACOF and the faith-based fraternals being involved actively in spiritual crime prevention and divine crime prevention, I've seen that people must get involved. It is our duty as the community to get involved, to get on to school governing bodies, to get onto community groups, to get involved in CPF, to get involved. It's easy to stand on the sideline and to tell somebody what to do, but it's a different ball game when we get inside the game and we all participate. We need to all participate. We cannot any longer show fingers at any one of the organizations or departments that are not doing what they're supposed to do. If all of us do what's in our power to do, then we will see a difference.
Thank you so much. Jan Pretorius Masero, representing a fraternity of church organizations in the country. And of course, in this hall behind me, the family members of the people who perished and those who were injured are part of these proceedings. And obviously, as I said, the idea here today is to give them some spiritual assistance, but also the possibility of assisting them with their funeral arrangements. Of course, when we speak to the MEC later on, we will also be asking for an update in as far as the killing of 2 other people in Katlehong, Ekurhuleni is concerned, and as to whether they are making headway in terms of arresting the perpetrators.
All right, Moloko Moloto in Orlando East in Soweto. Let's leave it there for now.